When we want to explain an event, we try to find its causes in the past. But is it as simple as that? Hi, I'm Warren, the rector here at St. Columba's. Glad you could join me for my message of the day. Yes, if I wanted to talk about the cause of the First World War, we'd look into the events leading up to the First World War to explain it, the causes of the war. Or if I'm in a car accident, what caused the car accident? We might look at the events immediately before that led to the car accident. But actually, that's not the full story when it comes to causes. If I want a cup of tea right now and I get up and go and get it, you could explain that by the goal. The goal was for me to have a cup of tea, and that explains my behaviour of getting up and going and making the cup of tea. And when we talk about evolution, you might hear on TV someone talk about some characteristic an animal has, and they'll try to explain it as though the evolutionary process was leading to that characteristic, as though that was the goal in mind. Christianity is goal-oriented as well. We think of the future kingdom and that we're faithfully following Jesus as we look to that kingdom. That's the goal. Resurrection is the great goal, actually, of Christianity. The resurrection of creation, you might say. And that's the future. And strangely, that's what we say about the resurrection of Jesus is actually the future. We think of the cross as a past event. I understand that. But the resurrection is actually the future come to, if you like, invade our present. So when the disciples met the resurrected Christ, they were meeting the future. And that future, the resurrected Christ, is actually, in a real sense, the cause of my discipleship. There's, when I want to speak about the causes of me being a disciple of Jesus, I can look back and talk about events in my life and this happened, that person had an influence, etc. And I can see God influencing in that kind of thing. And that'll make sense to me and it's good. But also we shouldn't forget to say that the future is a cause in our lives, that the resurrection of Jesus, the resurrected Christ, is, if you like, impinging on my present, dragging me, pulling me, attracting me to the future of creation, which is resurrection. I know that's a strange thought, the idea that the future is having an impact on our present and that the resurrection of Jesus is actually that future. But that's getting closer to the hope of the church than to just think about my personal immortality or being raised from the dead. The reason that makes sense is because the future has already been won in the death and resurrection of Jesus. In Jesus we see the future. That is our hope. And that hope, the resurrection, impacts on me now, is drawing me to that future. I reckon I'm going to have to talk a little bit more about this, but that's a little bite, if you like, into some theology of the resurrection. But it's also important as we enter Advent, where we talk about the future, the coming of Christ, when God will draw it all to a close. The future has already been won. The future has already is already present in the Spirit of the resurrected Christ. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.